personality. The cult of personality. The cult of personality.
Good Thursday afternoon. Welcome to the Voice of Ocala on a beautiful Thursday afternoon. A little crisp out there for you, Johnny. They got a little chill in the air. I see you got your jacket on.
I'm cold.
I'm getting over a cold, as we all know.
Yep.
I knew there were restrictions on. Certain things you could buy at a drugstore and everything. Mm-hmm. But I sent Johnny Walker on his way in to stop by and get some Dayquil, some daytime cold medicine.
Yep.
You didn't bring me any medicine, Johnny.
No, I did not. They told me to go away. Basically.
They told Johnny to go away. You're not 18. You can't buy cold medicine.
Yep.
Wow. I did not know cold medicine was such a pusher drug.
I know, right?
I had no idea that kids in the hallways at the high schools are selling cold medicine. I had no idea.
Who would even want to?
Look, you want one or two little orange gel caps of Dayquil. It'll keep you up during the day, and you won't have any sneezing, sniffling, aching head, and you won't cough. You won't do anything disruptive when you have a cold. I got one right here. I'll give you $10. Just one. I paid $3.75 for 24 generic, but I'll sell you one for $10. I mean, that's just ridiculous.
It is. I know.
Borderline stupid.
It's like spray paint. You can't get spray paint until you're 18.
Either. See, I understand that. I had two morons that were cousins of mine that ended up with like red faces because they would they'd huff to paint.
So stupid.
I'm like, morons, you realize you're painting your face, right?
Yeah.
It's like I never understood the whole huffing the gasoline either.
Ugh.
The huff gasoline, the fumes of gasoline. When I go out to get gas at the station, I have to make sure I'm standing downwind because it gives me a headache.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Who in the world would want to huff that so they could get? First off, if you want to get high that bad, you need to be institutionalized. Okay?
Yeah.
You need help. You may need the Phoenix House. Okay?
Special house. No.
People say, model glue. What?
I know. Yeah.
I had friends in high school that would huff like Raid. Like, you realize that kills things, right?
Yeah.
You idiots. So, speaking of things that will get you high, medical marijuana defeated in this state. Yep. Just doesn't seem right that it won the popular vote by 14%, but lost. That just doesn't seem right. The majority, a vast majority, wants it. And the minority says, yeah, who cares? Sorry. Doesn't make any sense to me. What's the reason to go vote if when you vote and everybody votes for it? And Florida's the only state that requires 60%. Almost every state's a 50 plus 1. Florida, 60%. And now it comes out of Quinnipiac poll, came out that in the 65 or older crowd, 93% voted against medical marijuana. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, because I could be wrong. But the 65 and older crowd, let's just take 65. Let's subtract 40 years from 65 to 25. What's 40 years from right now? 40 years ago.
40 years ago?
40 years ago. It'd be 1974. Height of Vietnam. We're just getting out of Vietnam. Woodstock was 5 years earlier. Flower children and pot smoking abounded. Mm-hmm. By the people that are now 65. So let me get this right. When you were 25, it was okay to smoke dope and be a flower child and run around all happy and everything in the early 70s. But now that you're getting close to 70, smoking dope is not a good thing anymore, so you voted it down. I don't understand that. 40 years ago, when you 65 and 70-year-old people were 20 and 25 years old, hanging out at Woodstock, partying, listening to Jim Morrison, smoking marijuana was a good thing. But now we try to pass it as a medical marijuana, and these same people have voted against it. I don't understand that. Now, see this lady outside the window? She's not one of the people I'm talking about. She's one of the age. She's one of the age group, but she's in my corner. She's not against it. I just don't understand all the people that are 65 and 70 now. That was the time of free love and free spirit, and people were smoking marijuana left and right. Then you get old and you forget what you did when you were 25? No, you didn't. And you're the exact people it would help. Glaucoma don't strike too many people in their 30s. Rheumatoid arthritis ain't affecting a whole lot of people 23 and 24 years old. Oh, we didn't like the wording of it. I understand that. It was very ambiguous the way it was written. It might need to be rewritten and resubmitted. The whole caregiver situation, I didn't really understand what that meant. That meant if I just designated you my caregiver, you could administer my dope to me. I didn't quite get that. That seemed to be something.
Yeah, it was worded very weird.
You know, it needed to be. You need to be able to go to a doctor, get a prescription, go to a pharmaceutical type place, pick your own prescription up, and administer it to yourself.